We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
CDC all the way. One time, let me dog, yeah. CDC all the way. Come on, hey, CDC.
welcome to each and every one of you. We want to say welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome. Kindly do us a favor by hitting for us the share button. That's how we do it right here. So kindly hit for us the share button, please. Kindly hit for us the share button, please.
All people call you well. Some people call you paramelody. Someone else call you country giant. For me, I call you. Mama like me where heavy sin. The magic with me heavy sin. Yana wanna heavy sin. These people heavy sin. You're like carry heavy sin. You're like for heavy sin. I will call you heavy sin. Pape, oh.
Hit for us the share button, please.
Because we full the book of brother. Yes, God will marry your people that have married 45 years experience. You see what's going on here? You see what's going on here?
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
It's very tough. Tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the town?
To get money?
Yes. See the US rate. And the man with a 45 years experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, brother brought you to the people here. You see, when you see this police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell brother, you're from school, you tell brother, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agriculturalist, you can see what it meant to people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, you should come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Not just about more for the 5 years experience. Guess what on the dog? They get no experience. That's so nothing for the 5 experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why any?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are saying, but this time, my mother said 20 o'clock to finish. It can be hard. My mother not affording for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your mom doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business. She's selling across there. all the way on the other side. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now. And you want the government to do to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school.
No money in the country. The country very hard. Even before, I think Joey turns out better because we got one or two. But so the new people getting power, the speaker shit, we are having two speakers. They add the future speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men and they're fighting for power. Don't see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I notice, the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up on University of Liberia or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. Himself as a problem, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself to people. But for me, what I noticed, the president attended LU and got PSC degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting. Bang.
You think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the justice system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money and bringing abroad again invest because abroad law is very fragile. They respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because the economic system is very high. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
People not doing business as before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in as before.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
Yeah, exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed money for 200?
Yeah, quite recently, like day before yesterday, I changed money for 200.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult.
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for this? Do you think it's the fault of the government, or you think it's just the economic reality across the world? These things are happening.
I think it's the government because the government need to put mechanisms into place to make the economic condition better for the people. So I'll blame the government.
Okay. So you think the government is at fault?
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country?
Everything is very hard. Just for to make level at all. I'm Willis Owen,
Okay.
chairman of Banana Island.
So how do you call this place? Banana Island?
Yeah, Banana Island. Banana
So
Island.
where does Banana Island start from?
It's starting right here.
From right here?
Yeah. Go that place. Yeah.
Like the entire Banana Island.
yeah,
Why did you call this place Banana Island?
Because we surrounded by water. You see there? That water, yeah. So now you see the pool water coming from so, but it get come up here, so it's surrounded from the island.
Oh wow. Now, how is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business.
So let's use this time to welcome our distinguished people that have joined us. We want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you. We want to say thank you so much for joining us. We really, really do appreciate you. And as usual, we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor we want you to do for us is to hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members. Let us have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. So we want to take this time to welcome all of you. All of you, you are highly welcome. All of you, are highly welcome. We want to welcome Emmanuel G. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. We appreciate you. Isha Kasor, how are you? We appreciate you. Our Director of Research, the Honorable Christopher Togbazi. You are highly welcome. Togbazi Christopher Watt here. Togbazi, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We want to say you are highly welcome. We want to appreciate our own brother, a journalist, Samuel Flomo Jr. Thank you so much for joining us there from Banga, Bone County. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. J. Peters, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Sam, thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate your presence here. Pastor George H. Thank you so much. Pastor George A. Chuble, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. Marie, how are you? Thank you so much. Moses Tamba Stubberfield, thank you so much for joining us. Henry, how are you? Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence, Henry. Thank you so much for being with us. Garrison, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining us. Michael Dan, thank you so much for your presence here. We do appreciate you. Jamel, how are you? Jamel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Your presence here is highly welcome. Even though you know you are our brother, you don't really agree with us, but we appreciate you. You know, you are always here with us. You have your own descending opinion. We appreciate you for being very civil. You know, whenever you come on, you push your point. I want to say thank you. Tatas Masekwe joining us there from Philadelphia. I want to say you are highly welcome, sir. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So let's take a few bars of this as we get ready
Business
to
hard.
bring you what we are supposed to
Business
bring
is
you.
hard. Doesn't collect. Thank God you reason on the street.
The share button,
Now,
please.
you spoke about the economy being very tough. They're not really buying from you. What do you think? Is it the fault of the government or is it just the economic reality? Is it something that's just happening across the world?
It's the fault of the government because it came from that two speakers when we're having in the country. When that two speakers situation on, we get one speaker, one samba. So the fault from the government.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm not allowed to use. Sometimes I'm 7 hours on the street before one customer can ask me for even $5 before one customer move from here. Sometimes it go 3 hours if I talk to another customer. And when I used to happen at that.
We want to also use this time to welcome Philomena. Thank you so much, Philomena. We appreciate your presence here, Philomena Nimene. Thank you so much. Golo, thank you so much, Golo, joining us there from Australia. You are highly welcome. Zau, thank you so much, Zau Vani. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so very kindly for joining us on here. Those of you who are joining us from other platforms, yes, we really do appreciate all of you. Want to say all of you are welcome. As usual, hit for us the share button. Let's have a wonderful time. Our panelists are going to be joining us. So please do us that favor, right? Do us that favor. Hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful time. So what I'm doing right now, I am sharing, and I want you to please help me to do the same. Please help me to do the same. Join me, share also, so we can have a wonderful, a very wonderful time. Oh, yeah, so we can have a wonderful time. Yeah, so let's take this one. When they were coming, they said they were rescuer, not knowing they were a bunch of criminals. You will never know who they are until they show you themselves. But let's take this one. All right. When they were coming, they told us that they were freedom fighters. They said they were rescuer. We never knew that they were rapers. All right, let's take
When
this
they
one.
were coming, they said they were
Let's see the
liberators. But when they came their time, they changed their mind. When they came their time,
Thank you so much
they
for joining
changed
us
their
today from
mind.
Liberia.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters.
Also, Salvador is joining us from Liberia. I want to say you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We're raping our children. Oh yeah. Let's have a wonderful time. Can you hit us the share button, please? Please hit the share button.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their ground, they changed their mind. When they came their ground, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
For us the share button, please. Let's get started. For us the share button.
They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo.
All right, so let's get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you on here.
Wani madianye wara wa monyonyu weyan. Wani madianye wara wa monyonyu weyan. Ke wana wa kunanye. Wasia wa pebe abu. Wana wa kunangonwa. Wasia wa pebe abu.
All right, so
I'm a freedom fighter. Oh, I'm on you. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter.
let's welcome our people. We want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. Thomas Nyati, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. So, fellow Liberians home and abroad, we want to say welcome again to each and every one of you. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. As usual, we ask that you hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and so that we can all have a a very wonderful time. A very, very wonderful time. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. Hit for us the share button and let's do this together. Let's do it together. So our people will be joining us. Definitely, they will be joining us in a very, very short time. Our people will be with us. They will be with us. But again, hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all have a very wonderful time. Hit us the share button. What I'm doing currently, I am sharing and I am doing my part. So please, I'm begging you, play your part. Your part is to also ensure that you can share with friends, share with family members, so that all of them know that we are here and we can have a very wonderful time. Yeah, a very, very wonderful time. So please do us that favor. Yeah, please do us that favor. Hit us the share button and let's get ready on this. So today, fellow Liberians, we're going to be having series of discussion. Winifred Weah, you are highly welcome. Maryland County, she's joining us. Our sister Winifred Weah, thank you so much for joining us. So we are going to be having series of discussion. Join us. It's going to be intellectually charged. Here we do not mince our words. Here we give you the fact as they unfold. We do not try to sugarcoat anything. We give it to you, and it is up to you to process it and use it in your own interest, in the interest of Mama Liberia. Use it to make a sound decision. We are grateful to be joined by the Honorable Randolph Masekwe Dugbayu II, the man whose ideology we are tapping into. One parable he can always get a letter parable that I can give to all my men. Craig can't donate blood. When you hear me talking, say Craig can't donate blood, man, just forget it. What are you talking about? We're not where you go where you can't die. You can't wear. Yeah, but Honorable Dugbayu, welcome, Chief. How are you, sir?
We're doing very great. Very, very great. So excited. A very fabulous weekend. The people made our weekend very great. And of course, we are here to do what we ought to do. We are here to electrify this place. We are here to talk to our people. We are here to play our duty, our role. We do not have to be in government to work for government, to work for the people. Outside government, we can try our possible best by making Liberia a conducive place. We can try our possible best by making Liberia livable for everyone, not few. So I'm glad today we are here. Several topics I've been reading through the U.S. State Department investment climate report is extremely damaging. It's extremely damaging. We're going to touch on that report, I guess so, today. But I feel so disappointed as a Liberian. And of course, we all know what happened on the weekend. I guess you started the conversation about the famous groundbreaking ceremony, that turned to a nationwide jubilation, joyful moment that Liberians and well, which are independent and even some from the ruling establishment gather converge, jubilantly celebrating the groundbreaking of Liberia's most prominent political party, the coalition or Congress for Democratic Change headquarters. Sometimes a few months ago, or roughly about 2 months ago, our headquarters was invaded, and it was subsequently vandalized by the Liberian National Police. People were seen on camera stealing, looting in broad daylight. That was a criminal act, and as God could make a Liberians friend around the world, have galvanized their hard-earned resources, deploy those resources into the accounts of the CDC under the guardianship of former Speaker Jonathan Funanti Kofa in a state-of-the-art 3-story configuration at 3 elevation. That story building has been, produced, in terms of its specification now is about to transfigure it into a actual hard structure. So the ceremony was well granted. We'll talk about that, and talk about the general climate and talk about what happening. We saw the Unity Party. They say they want to break ground too. All of these things, I guess, they are all outlined in our topics today. So, my dear brother and fellow well-wisher online, my compatriot Liberians, this is your show. We are here the day you don't see us. Just know that we're doing something else. But we are here. Keep supporting us. Keep viewing us. Keep sharing our podcast. The people we saw outside day before yesterday suggest that we are making effort. We are making impact. People are listening to us. So that being said, my dear brother Prince, I'm glad to be here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Dowa, for always doing what you are doing. I know it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. Especially, we get the family to take care of, you get every other thing. To be here, I want to say thank you. My greater fear sometimes I sit down and think is, sustaining the debate. It's very tough. Being here, we've been here since 2015 and we know how tough it is, with time, with schedule and every other thing. So I want to say thank you so much
Guess
for
what?
all that you continue to do.
We got somebody I told you who is about, to come and be brother Kwame Weeks, right? He's somebody
Okay.
who he's about to join the team, and he's joining the team in full blast. And we might have to relook at the timing he did and everything, because the party has talked to him, and he, you know who he is, who Kwame Weeks is in the media world. So we can't wait to have him on. So I think after today we might have some chit chat. We'll talk to you, talk to him, and then we can relook at the configuration and make this. My man, 2029, there's no go zone. It's in our hands. So there's no fun to make. It's in our hands. It's in our hands.
Sure.
The Liberian people, they have said to us that they want us back at the executive mansion. We can't reject their desire. We cannot reject their desire. No, we cannot do that. We will
Definitely. Definitely, we can. We can. We will honor their desire, their quest, their taste for quality. Will not compromise it. We can't compromise it. Thank you so very kindly. So before we enter into our topics that we have here, I know, with the exception of the biggest thing that happened this week, which is going to be discussed for the next 1 month or more. In fact, it will continue to be a topic of discussion. But I know that there were other side issues, that maybe capture your attention during the course of the week, with the exception of, the biggest one that really happened. And that maybe you want to just, flip over so that we can get ready to enter into our major discussion. What are some of the things that really capture your attention, with the exception of the big news or what we have on our agenda?
So several things captured my attention, Mr. Prince Sharif.
Okay.
Are we there?
Yeah, we are here.
There, Prince?
We are here. Yeah, you are okay. Just delay from your end with the internet, but no problem. You are here. You are good.
Okay, the uniqueness of that program is something that one would like to overemphasize. Look at the time frame. Look how short things were, and look how joyous and organic the assembly and convergence was. It's something that I thought we needed to talk about. We needed to highlight, and of course, the message from the Liberian people. For me, it was beyond just a groundbreaking. It was a national consensus. It was a referendum against bad rule, bad governance, misrule of the Unity Party oligarchy. It was. Look, there is nowhere in the world a people who are rescued. There's nowhere in the world a people whose salary are coming on time, a people whose children are going to school on a good and conducive atmosphere. There's no way that motorcyclists who are going home with some significant digits at the end of the day or at the end of the week or month. There's no reason why marketeers who making businesses, the return is very high. No reason why you have a vibrant private sector, everything, business services available, and you see people assembling in that mass number. No need. But the fact that people joyfully, organically converge in such form and manner without any coercion, without transportation, no food, no capping, no inducement. People organically in a passionate mood, gathering in such form and manner, Mr. Prince, that is the glorious takeaway from me. And people going with brakes on their head, people volunteering with hammer, with shovel, with wheelbarrow. That convergence for me, it was emotional, beyond the presence of politics, beyond the lenses of just the physical, and just beyond the physical observation of the pageantry of that day, right? Beyond the physical observation of the pageantry of that day, I was looking beyond and seeing people had the inspiration. I was leading people over there that day. I saw young, old, crippled, blind. I saw everyone converging. And I can tell you, that place they gather, that place was not Basel community that the other few folks gathered in 2019 to do June 7. They gathered on Tottenham Boulevard, and I would just like you to play, that video. The one I think I can send in the chat room. That video, or there's
Please.
a video. You see, and I guess I posted it on my page, but in few seconds right here, when you see,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
go on
so
your page and take it from there.
yeah, just give me okay, yeah, I got it right here. That video, okay, I got it right there. See, just that video is on Tottenham Boulevard, nowhere else, on Tottenham Boulevard. And then there's another pictorial, emotional pictorial. I think I will send you as well. I will send you two other pictures and video. We can analyze these and see,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
I send them to you. I send them in chat room. I send them in the chat room.
Yeah, I just got it here. I will be able to play it. Just give me a second. Let me put it up right here. The video. Let me put it up and then be able to share it with our audience here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna play this here. Let me play this.
Joshua is coming up. Joshua is coming up. Joshua is coming up. Joshua is awesome. He's awesome. Joshua is awesome. Joshua is awesome. This is unbelievable. This is something you can't describe. This is something you can't easily describe. This is unbelievable. This is the people leader. This is the man who is a true representation of the people.
Yes, sir. The video, and I'm sorry, you are muted.
You can play the other. You can show the other images and the other video is right there as well.
Definitely. Yeah. Here is the image. This is just so wonderful. This is beyond words. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me just save this here. And then be able to do this. Okay. Wow. 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 Yeah, that is the video. That is the video right there. But you know, Honorable Dowayu, what actually captured my attention during the week before we can enter into our major talking point, one has to do with the dedication of vehicles for the LDEA by the president. My people, when I saw that event, that was where I knew that this government is not serious in fighting the issue of drugs. That this government is not ready yet to be able to ensure that drugs is out of our streets. Let's ask ourselves, let's be very sincere. What are the policies that this government have in place for this issue of fighting drugs? What do they have? Is it that car has been our problem in Liberia, for which drugs is all over the place, especially under this particular Breca regime? Is it because the LDEA, they get car that one made drugs all over the place? To the extent that Joseph Newman Breca's son selling drugs? That the reason why? No, is it because there are no vehicles? Is that the reason why they sack Anthony Sua from the LDEA, the man that used the Mika platform and said that from the executive down to the judiciary to wherever branch, they are involved some kind of way, some kind of how in the issue of drugs? That the reason why they sacking? You see, when you have a government that does not have an agenda, when you have a government that have completely, somebody will say, drop the ball, then these are the kind of mediocratic, behavior that they carry on. To see the president delegating car for LDEA, look, it's a shame. Look, Joseph Newman Breca has been used now as a useless tool to the extent that somebody opening their bathroom, they will call and say, please go, can't delegate bathroom, then you go there to go open. Somebody going open their layer, how you call King Juice, say, Papa, please can't go open it, then they carry in there. Look, Breca has disgraced the presidency to normal nonsense. I don't think we need any kind of charade or news with the issue of cars. It is part of your responsibility. These people have budget. They have budget. There are budgetary allocation for the LDEA. So for you to provide vehicle for them, it's nothing strange. It's part of their work. It's just like your bossman, for example, your bossman say, my man, can't celebrate me because I pay you. But when you work at the end of the month, are you now entitled to pay? When you work overtime, are you now entitled to those benefits that comes along with working overtime? Why these people are so foolish to the extent that they want us to believe that when you back out at me, you not do something big. When you have LDEA officers that are lacking in some of the counties, you have some of the counties, you don't even have manpower in some of these counties. Some of these counties are virtually vulnerable. Some of these counties, they have volunteers that are working in these counties. They are not even LDEA people, they are volunteers. They are volunteers. They do not even have a one document of proof that are working for LDA. They are vulnerable around. Look at the borders. The borders are vulnerable. The last time we play a video here of the LDEA people crying that in the whole country, imagine a country of 5 point something million people, that for me, I know of more than 30 crossing points, different area. You get 200 LDA officers that government know about, and you bring car, then you boasting, you happy, oh, you happy. Look, this is what we call. Look, this is a medium. Look, this is the lowest form of disgrace that a president can ever get himself involved with. President buy a car and you go celebrate. Say, yeah, we're going break. We're going. How you got dedicate a car? You must as well go to dedicate now the bathroom where they built to FDA office. Go there and go dedicate it. You see, when a leader lost focus and he doesn't know what to do, when a leader lies to the people that they've come to rescue, and at the end of the day, nothing is working for them, this is what they revert to. This is what happened. So Joseph Newman Brecker wants to prove to the people that, look, my people, we get the thing here, we under control. We ourselves too, we can be able to carry on development. Motoka, is that what DA need? The DA, as enshrined in the budget, these things are added to them. So no need for you to come make news on it. No need for you to come make news on it. They must be adequately prepared and well functional in order for them to do their work. When you talk over as president, that's why you promise the people. But you want us to come and celebrate. My people, we are in a complete mess with Joseph Newman Brecker. In a complete mess. This is a complete mess. And one of the things that also captured my mind was this issue of the retirement program on Obodobayo. I saw Joseph Newman Brecker going and attending a retirement program of some, long service men and women that have served the country. And I want to say kudos to those who have served with honor and distinction. I want to say thanks to them all. But here is my question on Obodobayo. What happened to the AFL widows? What happened to them? Those people who were illegally taken from the armed forces of Liberia under the government Joseph Newman Brecker served in for 12 years as vice president and president of the Liberian Senate. What happened to these women? Why are they not giving them their benefits that they're supposed to give them, that due them? Why are they not giving them to them? You organize a program, what we call a political program. But then what happened to Bobby, the AFL officer who the law shot himself in the head 6 times? What is that report? Where is that report? What happened to that particular AFL officer who is missing that we've not heard about? The man went to the hospital. Imagine he was in 14 military hospital. The man lost. Why have we not heard from that man? Only because Davidson Fuller, the nephew of Joseph Newman Brecker, who is the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, decided that the man gets something thing on me, so let me exterminate the man, let me eliminate the boy. Why are we not hearing from him? Why are we not hearing from him? Where is the report of these people? No, what are they saying about what is happening now at the EBK barracks? Where the school? Do you know that the only functioning school that they have there? Do you know that they don't even have reading room? Reading room, they ain't get it. Reading room, they ain't get it. Why must these people make show out of nothing that you're supposed to make show out of? For people to retire, it's normal. That is just something very normal. People retire, they get the benefits that is, supposed to be accompanied with retirement. But then what happened to the living standard of the people? The last time the women protested and asked that they need a better living condition, go and see in the barracks. They're still living in that same old condition that the people protested for. And Joseph Newman Brecker sacked some of their husbands. The people now, they have finally been subdued by Fuller. Fuller is subduing these people and say, when you talk, you answer. the last time we heard a woman crying? How they took she and her husband away from the EBK barracks only because they accuse her. They say she went to go and protest, so therefore her husband and her they must leave the barracks without benefits. Joseph Newman Brecker, what happened to these people? What happened to their living condition? What happened to the school? What happened to their kids? What happened to their benefits? Although very benefit, medical benefits, what happened to it? That today, as we speak, they are not even getting it. But you say that, you say people retirement program, you went there, you took picture. You see, my people, how dangerous it is. How these people have turned the entire security sector into a political, how you call a wing of the Unity Party. Honorable Doba, these were just some of the things that really caught my mind during the course of the week. And I just thought to
Look,
to say out
my brother,
before we move on.
your initial comments were well grounded, but Joseph Walker, what else do you expect from a let's say old man? He was confused by the conversion of sedition this coming weekend, so he needed to impose upon himself a basic schedule that makes no sense. To go, but that for me that is better. At least Joseph Walker is gravitating to dedicate a car is better. The first ever project dedicated by Joe Walker was a decorated it was a decorated container painted in blue, red at the intersection of Boulevard and SKD Boulevard and the Tubman Boulevard right there, the SKD Boulevard and Tubman Boulevard. Police boot decorated with flower and balloons. We also saw his wife going in Pinsville dedicating a already built hospital that was just repainted by blue paint. Joseph Walker has dedicated a building already constructed by George Weah. It's already there. It was initially dedicated and when he rededicated it. He's desperate. His desperation for recognition is like a disease from breath that has no cure. This man wants to dedicate things that make no sense. If you want to dedicate, break ground, invest money, time, and resources. Stop being corrupt. Then you will dedicate projects. But such a condition, Mr. Joe Walker is extremely less busy. He has nothing to do, nothing to offer. So he goes around wasting money looking for tasks that got no relevance to his day-to-day function. So that was what you saw. So that could not take my attention. It's like door and main. The day main boy door, they're not news. But door body men are not news because door always body men. So when human be boy door, it's but who the other human be that body door? Let me go see him. That is what they got news in the newsroom. But door boy human be is clear. So that is it. Joseph Walker, he went and dedicated a container for police to go in. A container, a corrosive container, it was dedicated, painted with blue and red. And you saw the entire government. You see, there's a guy they call Gregory Como, guy who can make rapists to go free, scot-free. He's right there. You see his other executives and members from the executive branch of government. Some legislative members are there. Very less busy on a Monday. Joe Walker. You could have even seen, a low-level director to go there. Even the police director could have just gone there. Or even some operation person from the police sector or the security sector. But Joe Walker left serious work during the day. He go over there. So if Joe Walker can dedicate this type of structure, look at it. It's been only less than 2 weeks. It was damaged. What else can Walker not do? What else, Prince? So should I waste my time on Walker and doing what he does best to make fun and to be less busy, to misplace his priority? That is what he does best. He does it all of the time. So Joe Walker got nothing to do, nothing to offer. So he says and eat and use a card, 100,000 debit card, shopping, and then go and dedicate funny foolish and he less projects. So for me, it's not strange, Mr. Prince Sharif. It's not strange.
Wow. Fellow Liberians, this is sad. This is sad to have a president who came on the mantra of rescue, and we have reached to the place where his priority is completely, misplaced. But again, Honorable Dobayu, during the weekend, we saw something very spectacular that have never happened in the history of Liberia since the formation of that country. This was not just, one would say, maybe the normal political gathering. So, okay, let's call our people. But this was the groundbreaking ceremony of a headquarter of a political institution. Usually, people will just call a few people, even when the executive mansion was being dedicated. Just a few people came there. Not everybody came. But what about this particular dedication? What is the message that the people are sending? We saw the number that, in fact, that is one of the huge gathering ever in the history of the Republic of Liberia. For people to gather for a groundbreaking ceremony of a party headquarters, that number of people. Honorable Dobayu, what are you reading? What is the message that is being sent across from that activities? Let's hear from you, sir.
The message being sent across is the message of corruption. The message of Liberians saying we are tired of bad rules. The message of Liberians being killed in Kinjor when they were just protesting for their just right. The message of students at the University of Liberia being beaten, and they got a foreign teacher being imposed upon them. A president who cares less about their well-being, increasing of tuition and fees, when the previous government, in fact, said everything is free of charge. That assembly you saw was an assembly of Liberian people who in past time were misled, they were lied to, their ideas, their rationality were gang raped, politically gang raped, and extracted from them. There were people whose ability to think was encroached upon by the lies, deception, and dishonesty of the Unity Party propaganda missionaries. So that was a group that you saw giving their support to Mr. Joe Boyka, because he campaigned that after 40 years of governance and so-called experience has been acquired, and he was about to transfer that into real political governance. That group that you saw was a group that after 2 years, they feel very frustrated, they feel very disappointed, they feel bullied, misled, and lied to by Mr. Joe Boyka. Evident of the fact that Mr. Joe Boyka only has interest in disrespecting the immediate past president, President George Weah. That is a group that was saying, okay, enough is enough. You said private jet was not a necessity, but today you have Darius Dillon, justifying the usage of private jet. That group was reminding Joe Boyka and the regime that, of course, we gave you our power and authority. We can take it back from you because you've lied to us. U.S. rate is still skyrocketing with no corresponding economic dividend. That group was saying, look, you lied to us. Where is the rescue? Where is the harmonization you say you have undone? Harmonization say permeate the corridor. You say you increase teacher salary. Teacher salaries have not been increased yet. You said you will increase the civil service salary everywhere. Teachers, nothing has happened. Next, as you saw during the election, you harmonize my pay, I will harmonize your vote. That group you saw was an amalgamation of different sectors of our society, different segments of our society, different demography of our society. Because every demography of our society has been affected by Mr. Boyka's misrule. Every segment of our society, the pimping boys, they pay their money for headmen. The pimping boys, they pay their money for insurance. They were supposed to apply the major skills of Morovia to make living. They have been deprived of making their daily living, Mr. Jake. These people have been deprived. So the assembly you saw there, Mr. Prince Cherie, was an assembly of Liberian people amalgamating in mass to say enough is enough. That was a group of people that when they go outside the protest, they always beat them. So they say, okay, wait a second. We'll wait until our groundbreaking. Saying they always unleashing police to beat us. When we go protest peacefully, they can beat us. We will use a groundbreaking ceremony and send a strong signal and a message to the government that this government did not win overwhelmingly. This government won with less than 1% of the vote. Pitiful 20+% vote. But this government has been arrogant. At the DEA, the government has failed to fight drugs. At the police, they have failed to honor the rules of engagement. They kill people sporadically and indiscriminately. They just open arms at people, kill, armed robbery everywhere. Police is not acting. Police brutality is everywhere. Corruption, lack of accountability. His gangsters, he's shooting his official. Pacho wanna make $3,000. His generator makes $3,000. So that group you saw, it was a group that is saying nothing has changed. Things are still the same. The country is not yet redeemed. Only Joseph Boakai and his clique, his oligarchs, his crony, his plutocrats, these are the people that have been rescued. So that group, in a nutshell, my dear brother Prince and Jake, that group, that scene we saw unfolded before our eyes on Saturday was a powerful and organic demonstration of the popular will of the people. That was not just a gathering orchestrated by political theater, but it was a genuine display of loyalty and a loyalty that transcends just mere wars. What we witnessed on that day, my dear brothers, what we witnessed on that day was a purest form of democratic expression by the people. The citizens of our country, they were motivated not by financial inducement. Nobody was giving transportation. Nobody was giving money. Nobody was promised anything. But they gathered profoundly out of love for their country and their resolution to redeem our country from the bondage of failed rescue promises.
But Honorable Dugwayu, one will argue and say, this is not the first time we have seen this crowd. We remember in 2025, the election that brought Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf into power. We've seen number more huge. I mean, number that is way beyond this. In 2023, also during the climax of the campaign, the others will argue that we saw this number. We have seen this number behind President Weah. So this is not strange. What have you to say?
So there's something strange that you might be missing. Whoever asked that question, that is something strange. This is the first time that the CDC, after they led the country, now they are opposition. This is the first time that Joseph Boakai is a president. This is the second time for a party to leave for 12 years and come back to power. So the dynamic, phenomenon, and conditions are different. The shift in political scenarios are different, right? 10 years ago and 10 years after, the scenarios are quite not the same. People who were 18 years old yesterday, no longer, they are not 18 years old, some are 30-something plus years old. So the term and difference are not the same. The political variables are not the same. So this is the first time that an opposition party has lost election by 20,000 votes, and the incumbent is being very rude, reckless, and ruthless. So the message being sent cannot be compared to the message of 2023. Because 2023, the CDC was an incumbent. The judgment, the way people saw them, the way people judge the CDC is different from how they judge them right now. So the conditions and variables are quite not the same. Right now, as I speak to you, at the time people are going to school free, now people are not going to school free. So the conditions of the day, the objective conditions of the people of today is different from the scenario you just said. So because of that, I want to continue that the people got up that day to redeem Liberia from the failed policies and broken promises of the Unity Party government. Their presence there that day, Mr. Prince and my brother Jake, was a clear indication that the people are ready for restoration. They are ready to redeem our country and bring in a competent, compassionate, and development-driven leadership. And that leadership is grounded in true development. It's grounded in connecting our country, in electricity, providing jobs, creating a robust working private sector. That leadership is grounded in the ingenuity of the Congress for Democratic Change under the dynamic leadership of President George Manning Weah. That is what you saw on that day, my dear brother. So everything that is ongoing today is as the result, of Mr. Boakai's failure. It's as the result of Mr. Boakai's gross ineptitude, lack of political will, his adamant behavior, his uncivilized behavior, his stubborn behavior. The people gathered to say, we regret. You lied to us. The government is a government of lies, deceit, dishonesty, insult, mancos, abuse, and lack of developmental agenda.
Wow. Thank you so much. My brother Jake, I want to welcome you. How are you, Chief?
Yes, salute to you and salute to my brother. Yeah, round of salute. And the followers, please help to share the video.
My brother, I want you to go straight into the issue. I know you observed during the weekend what happened. Let's hear from you, sir.
Let me add on why you ask my brother right now. You say, what's the difference? Let me tell you the big difference. Please, the big difference is clearing. Clearing. Georgia is not in power anymore. Then probably they will say, "Oh, Georgia in power. Now why you pay these people to come up?" You see, just a difference. They may not in power since 2 years now. Please don't forget to know. There's not a rally. There's not a campaign. It's not campaign time. It's just a groundbreaking ceremony. Please notice West Africa. Notice West Africa. What kind of groundbreaking ceremony you put on the kind of crowd? Just groundbreaking ceremony. This crowd I saw yesterday, not campaign rally. Only one guy, only one person in Uganda, the musician they call Bobby Wine, the opposition leader, having huge crowd at this. They in a campaign, probably in a campaign season, just a groundbreaking ceremony. And the CDC is not in power. So let me tell you, you see what the mistake? Let me tell you something today. The Unity Party Prince, they are regretting for breaking down or removing CDC from that particular headquarters. That's the biggest mistake in their political career they made. Just the biggest mistake. They revamped the whole CDC. Even you are outside, something that will baffle you. Even people within the Unity Party, they were more not crowd. Independent, everybody get up for that particular. Another thing that will baffle you. You know what? Everybody been flacking about police brutality there. You ever saw Cracker come and release a police over there? No, never. He couldn't make that move. He couldn't make that move to say, let me go carry police to intimidate these people. CDC had their own protection by their own citizen. Everybody, the preach in their groundbreaking were too massive for the opposition. They couldn't believe it. Please, you will be surprised. They get media institution in Italy, France. They carry this particular groundbreaking ceremony. He had pieces in newspaper in Europe here. They carry the groundbreaking ceremony. So kudos to the CDC, those that are playing it, to tell you the country is divided. Prince, to tell you, Prince, let's look at simple logic. If the Unity Party was serving this country and providing the needs of the people, you think that groundbreaking ceremony will be massive than that? You see, Georgia says something, he said, we build, they destroy, we lead, they follow. See what they say? They say December 6. Let me ask you, December 6, what the Unity Party coming outside for? You go in the country, do the job. Why they coming out? It's a little bit laughable. Are they coming outside December 6 for party for their own to break ground too or what? Ronald, why the Unity Party coming outside on December 6 for? You get any clue what they coming outside for?
No, this government is a government that always seeks validation. They always want to make it they versus us. For them, it's all about CDC. For them, it's all about getting in our flow. To them, delivering business social services to the people is not the issue. For them, it's all about competition. For them, it's about showmanship. It's about proving a point to us. So they are so much concerned about CDC to the extent that they are not focusing on the bread and butter issues of the day.
Yeah.
They in 1985, up more than 40 years of existing. In fact, in the 80s, we got a contestant in the 1985 election. That was the election that Jackson Fiado, according to history, he said he won the election. Manasadi, she won as a senator on the then Action Party ticket.
Action Party, yeah.
She did not take her position. She left. She said she go on top of the mountain. When she went on top of the mountain, Chancellor came, and the Association of Constitutional Democracy in Africa, which she funded, transformed into NPFL and working. So what we saw the Unity Party, they say they come outside. It's just validation spree. It's just lack of idea. It's just photocopying the CDC. They don't do anything on their own. Anything CDC do is what they do. They want to be there.
I see what the president said. He make that statement. We build, they destroy. We follow the lead. So bad for me. You ruling the country now. You govern the country, solve the country problem. And people will make decisions. People will say, yeah, we don't need George anymore. But as he said, Ronald, They only concentrate on George Weah and the CDC. They only concentrate on George Weah and the CDC.
Definitely. And you know what I actually gather from that identical event? There are a lot of things that I gather, right? But I just put them in 4 quadrants. The first thing that I see at that particular program, the people were telling Mr. Boyka and his gangster that they will protect their democracy and their vote comes 2029. The people were sending out a message on that Saturday that they will not be intimidated by anybody, any institution, any weapon. They will not allow themselves to be intimidated by anybody that think they can take away what rightfully and democratically belongs to the people. That the message I saw on that Saturday. What I saw, the people were sending a message to Joseph Numa Brecker and his gangster that you cannot destroy what President we are left with us. Our freedom to associate politically, you can't destroy it. You will not destroy it. We were defending with our life, was what I saw. What I saw on Saturday, fellow Liberian, I saw the people resounding call that this government have failed them. Because remember, Joseph Numa Brecker said he wanted to be president. He had never been president according to him. He said he was vice president, he was not president. He said he was packed. So he said that the Liberian people should give him the opportunity so that they can be able to weigh the options. Because when we were talking about presidential performance, Joseph Numa Brecker was not in the range. He said, "Oh no, me, I'm there. Our old car park. Me, our vice president. Me, anything that people tell me that what I will do, and they say sit down here, I will sit down. But when you make me to become president, I will change the whole war. I will change the whole thing." So what we saw yesterday was a true evaluation of the people. The people have evaluated Joseph Numa Brecker 12 years in government as vice president, 3 years going as president. They have seen that this man or the Unity Party have failed them. They've seen that the Unity Party have failed them. What the people were showing, fellow Liberians, the people were showing their own result of their evaluation. Joseph Numa Brecker 2 years. President, we are 2 years. Where are we? Joseph Numa Brecker, that nonsense you're doing. That's what we saw.
Exactly.
What we saw from the people, my brother Jay, what we saw from the people were demanding justice for raping their children. Look, that gathering was not just groundbreaking, my brother. It was unique. It was not just groundbreaking. No, that was a display, a democratic, that was a protest, like the way you say in one speech. That was what we refer to as what we say a referendum. That was a referendum. That the people were saying that, look, Mr. Brecker, you cannot empower your ministers to rape our children and they cannot be brought to justice. We are fed up with it. That was not just a groundbreaking ceremony.
Well, I'm cutting up. Even the place the president failed by leaving the nation capital, Monrovia, and going outside of the county, going outside of Monserrado, it proved to you right there that they were not in the whole Unity Party were not in a state of that mind.
The light, Pastor Sosa, the light. I think you have to.
Yeah,
the light is too.
So a simply a discrediting. You ruling the country, you're the president of the Republic of Liberia. Your opposition, the renowned opposition having a groundbreaking ceremony. You retreating bombing? You retreating bombing for what? It's a signal.
You know, so fellow Liberian, while waiting for our brother, what we saw is the people demanding for justice for the killing of their children on a daily basis. Look at, for example, more violence. More violence is now the order of the day. Look, I say in broad daylight, things that never used to happen before is now happening. So what we saw yesterday, the number that we saw of these people gathering also, the people were saying that Mr. Brecker, honor your lead, honor your rule, honor your jurisdiction. This country is lawless. That's what the people were saying. The people were sending a message to Joseph Numa Brecker that Mr. Brecker, you have failed us from all indication. You have failed us.
No, the signal was. They told them, man, that's true. The message was clear. It was message from all aspects. The message was clear. Liberian people, you have to share this video. The message was ready. It was sound. It was clear. They told the Unity Party, your misrule, cracking down everything, freedom of speech, all these things, cracking down journalists. Yeah. We are the crossroad, Prince. We are the crossroad.
Definitely. So that's what the people were saying, my brother. What the people were saying is that we as a people, we frown against injustices. We frown against selective justice. We frown against you, Joseph Numa Brecker, where you will tell the people that who working to you, where you say, go sit down home. Go and go enjoy yourself. When they steal, you tell them, say, you're go sit down home, you're retire. You're move on the job. But on allegation, you will want to hold other people and take them to prison. What the message that the people were sending yesterday on that Saturday was that we understand, Mr. Brecker, that you do not respect the rule of law. Mr. Brecker, we understand that you are somebody who is violent. Mr. Brecker, we understand that you are somebody who is very, very much disrespectful when it comes to the rule of law. We understand that you're somebody who doesn't care. When people commit crime, you shield them. But your days, as far as we concern democratically, are over. That's what we saw yesterday. Imagine a certain president. And my brother, this is not only look at when he was coming to the country, and look at when President Weah was coming. When he was coming to the country, to the extent it was so shameful and disgraceful, they have to tell you to carry all the way in corner. Can you imagine? The president of the Republic of Liberia, the seat of the why you think they make the executive mansion to be in Monrovia and not take it and carry it to how you call the place Banga? Why you think they put all of these, how you call different institutions, the House of Rep, the House of Senate, why they bring it in Monrovia? Why is it that people will leave from in the counties where they are elected and come to Monrovia to come work? Because that is the face of the government. That is the seat of the government. It is a disgrace. Joseph Numa Brecker was so disgraced to the extent that people could not bring him Monrovia. They take him, they bury him, they carry him somewhere in a corner. They say they're going to have service there. This was a disgrace. This because the thing is, the people said, "Oh, upon his arrival, the people saw it. The people did their own evaluation." Who told you that the Unity Party people they are not evaluating? They evaluated the whole scene. They look at it for law. They say, "CJ, people will try you disgrace already." They cannot complain. The people complaining here. You went to America. Your friend and went there. They taking money and carrying money and making Google promises. You went there. You do nothing. You went to America, instead of you engaging people, you went, you took money, you say you're having diaspora conference where you bring social Unity Party, then you get them money. So the message was clear. Joseph Numa Brecker could feel the anger of the people. So because of that, he wanted to hire. My people, Saturday was not just a groundbreaking ceremony, but it was a message that the Liberian people were sending, that they will protect their vote against Brecker, that Brecker have failed the people, that Brecker have lost the political relevance, the political capital to lead. Brecker, he get a grumpy day now. He just floating. He just anything can carry him. Look, the only reason why today we still calling Brecker president and here people then stay there is because of that democratic establishment that we have respected from day one. That's all. But Joseph Numa Brecker does not. In fact, they don't look at him as a president. No. That authority that he had, that authority that any president should have to exhibit, that authority has been taken away from him a long time. He's just like grumpy day. He's just floating around the place. Any dirty water can make the further. I want to welcome Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, welcome. And I'm going to turn the platform over to you. Let's hear from you on the arrival of His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah, the groundbreaking, especially the groundbreaking ceremony. Let's hear from you, sir. What you have for us.
Thank you, Prince, and thank you, my brother, from the the Europe, and thank my fellow panelists, thanks Dubayu, and the rest of the guy, and to our listening audience. It's good, having me on yet again today to discuss Mama Liberia. I mean, Prince, for President we know he is the president of the people. He is the people leader. But one thing that we yet to discuss, or that we are not looking at, or like people are not looking at, is what is it that Unity Party? If that president we are made according to them is not significant, it's not relevant, the Liberal people are tired with him. What is it? They have become a complete photocopy of President Weah or the CDC. Whatever the CDC does, Unity Party must repeat, say they are a complete replica now, or they try to be the replica of CDC. Everything we have done over the years, since the reckless and irresponsible government took over our nation, everything CDC does in the opposition, they want to do it. Since President Biden became president, we have only saw his cabinet minister going upon his return, his departure, to bid him farewell or to welcome him back to the country until Cdcians gather in their normal at the Rawa International Airport. Then now it became a competition. A government that is not concerned, Prince, about the bread and butter issue of the people, or they are concerned about running competition with citizens. I don't understand. It baffles me. It beats my imagination to see a government that does everything she can to be into competition with CDC. Listen, this has never happened in our country history. What happened on Saturday is the first of its kind. And I don't want Liberia to be compared, CDC have put out number before. No. We have put out number before doing political rally. We have put out number before when we having a political gathering. What happened on Saturday has never happened in our country history. No political party has still to be corrected. We overheard that three party has a party called the world. That's a history. We discussed that. But in our generation, we have never seen a political party breaking ground to build a state of the art or headquarters. No political party has ever done that. We are the only people that have done it in the history of Liberia. And because of just mere groundbreaking, take to a tsunami. And they want to come here and compare it to political gathering or whatever. I don't even know what they're doing on the 6th of December. I don't know, Prince. But President Weah's arrival was a signal. We know and we'll continue to say and we'll be resolute and we never regret our statement and our position that the election was a fraud. It was temporary. The election was stolen. But the reason why we don't talk to them is because we're in government and we overlook everything that was happening. So we blame ourselves. We know they never won election in our country. We know a Waka cannot win a George Weah. We know that. All right. So the people that came out to tell President Waka that going forward, CDC is not the only country that owns Liberia. If you want peace, we'll come in pieces. If you want to take our life, they will have to do everything to preserve our life. And this is a signal now they have started sending out, both during the groundbreaking and down the president's arrival. His birthday, Prince. CDC are now they have started to set out signal. And now they're only CDC Liberians. Right? Liberians. Sending out signal. That 2029 is not a year for you to joke with you. You can circumvent the will of the Liberian people to suit your interest. It will not work. So if I will end on this, Liberia was just sending out a caveat to the United Party. That 2029 we are coming and we are coming in full. Whatever you do, we will reciprocate sin. If you take our lives, in the process of preserving our life or protecting our life. If your own come in the crossfire, you might like the loss as well. So far so good, Prince. I think we are just tired with the unit party style of intimidating Liberian people to play to their tune. We tired with it. We done and we have done a closer chapter of our country history. A Labrador deserve we all are on obligation to protect the peace. Not only Cdcians also protect the peace. So thank you, Prince.
Thank you so much. I don't know, Jake. The government has a responsibility. When the government stood up through Joseph Numa Boyka on that January and took the oath, they took the oath to defend and protect the people. In defending and protecting the people, that to also provide for them. And before that, these people make us to understand that they get friends in higher places. They know people. They get connection. They can make things happen. They able to make job to be all over the place. In fact, our children will no longer sell in the streets. They will be in school, blah, 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 and stuff like that. But it is unfortunate that these people, now what they are concentrating on now is using state resources, wanting to build a headquarters for themselves. We saw what happened recently with Joseph Numa Boyka home in Foya. That's not Joseph Numa Boyka money. This man told us that he was living on loan. He became president in less than no time. We saw what happened. $10 million. The man changed the whole house in rehab there, buying properties around. But brother, what is going on? I thought these people have come to serve the Liberian people. Why are they using the Liberian people resources? And to divert the Liberian people attention, they brought in some kind of report that they brought in, a very, very selective report, something that has happened over the period. They brought in a report, and now they want to take the Liberian people attention from on the real issue. That is how they are stealing the Liberian people money to build a national headquarters. But let's hear from you. What is going on with this issue of the party building, the government building a national headquarters? Because that's the government. That's the government building a national headquarters.
Prince, let me tell you something. It never happened before. No country. If it happened, I pay for play. The next government that will come to power, let me tell you something. We're not stupid yet. We're not stupid yet anymore. Now that way back time where Georgia was leaning, he say people coming after him. No, that's just a different ball game. We're waiting for them to build a party headquarters. We're waiting. I want to be distracted with a party headquarters. In any society, no matter what, they call it pay for play. You in government, you ain't got no right. After government, probably yet. And CDC, after you see CDC never have millions of dollars to pay party headquarters when we're in power. They go build party headquarters inside government, but no, there is a red time. 2 years, they decided to build a party headquarters. If the United Party go that route, we will see what will happen. But that is distraction. The main point here is this. Prince, I told you these guys don't have connection. They cajole the Liberian people. They have propaganda machineries all over the world, all on social media spreading that gibberish. Lie to the Liberian people, it sank to the Liberian people for 5 to 6 good years. Today they came to power. 2 years into the presidency now. About 4 more years. Next week will be November. So what's happening? Nothing happening. I told you, Prince, the people have been blackballed. They can deliver. So now they're concentrating on party headquarters. Who say the building that party headquarters was Joseph Boyka? They building that party headquarters beyond Joseph Boyka. So they'll be using the Liberian taxpayer money, lying that they'll contribute. Cheap United Party people. You can say the country high. The cheap. Look at all that ministers. Look at those in the legislature. You can see them anywhere. Money not circulating the country during the George era. Where every hot spot will happen. People go outside to get $20, $15. They are me group of people Since early time, the United Party people notice will be mean. A reality. They don't have nobody. That's why when Georgia brought up free school or everything will be free, they went against it. Who said they want to empower anybody? But a bunch of the dummy gullible society, they are Barbara laws and things. And they, yeah, we won't got to pay a school fee. Somebody making school free, university free. The university students, they're going to be on the side of the former president. 30,000 enrollment at that time. When you say free education, it never happened in our history before. All Data University, he digital University of Liberia, carry salary school, teach a professor then, a lecturer then school fee and the salary up. It never happened. They were making 800, 700. The medical fee also. That's what they were making 500, 600, 700. He carried it to $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month. People, all spectrum of our political arena, everywhere, Georgia make mad. So there was a global society in the Unity Party. I won't see that here. I don't think about AR video there, whether they'll bring on the social media. We're ready for them. We're ready for them. Anything they bring, we're taking that. We're taking that. So we want our own signature project because project take 2 to 3 years to finish. Real project, massive project. We get rainy season, we get dry season. So we know that project take time. That's why you saw that corridor or the RRA, it taking long time because we get the rainy season, the dry season. So in the rainy season, they don't perform that road. So in the dry season, then you speed it on the hard job. I was doing all the development project in that country. You was speeding till going to places. But the United Party, they don't have money. I'll tire singing their song here with them. They don't have money. The president travel all around. He just left Togo. He just used big jet to go, big plane to go to Togo. He came back from Togo. What happened? When you going to visit Togo for? Togo still having their own problem, financial problem. You can't say you're representative to go. What about you going to go to Taka country to Taka leaders and traveling all around the world? Then you don't go to Togo. Why you just flying plane from short distance to distance or long distance? No. The Togo trips have nothing come up. The Unity Party don't have money. They don't have that connection. They lie to the Liberian people. You're in the West. You're in America. The so-called Unity Party, you're living there with them. So say, you're living there to them. Who they do? You're naming you said you Spring. You're naming 3 Unity Party people that made on here in America. Multi-millionaire in America are waiting for you. That get connection. You're living in the state. Europe don't come a year with them. A year. None of them here already. None of them in the whole Europe here. None. I can't bring one on finger. None of them here. They know I will tell you. You're naming 1 or 2 Unity Party by the same. Real multi-millionaire in America or they get connection in the corporate world. You're naming some. But they don't have money. They don't have connection. Pray that what's up in the Unity Party? You mute.
Wow, this is huge. Like you always saying, now what we are seeing is the reality. After the
I will break
Unity
it you
Party
right
lied to the Liberian people
here.
and said they have all
Okay.
of the connections, they have friends will do this for them, friends will build the road, they will bring yellow machine. So I was asking somebody before we go to Pastor Success David now, asking somebody. I said, what happened to Joseph Newman Boyka friends that he talked about? Because Mr. Boyka boasted that he has friends that could make things happen for him. I mean, in higher places, friends that could bring jobs in the country, friends that could turn people's lives around and make things better. So where are those friends? Why are we not hearing from those friends? We have
Prince,
gone.
I'm cutting
We're going to
up.
4 years now.
Prince, I'm not cutting up. I get a breaking news on the platform now. The president, after that groundbreaking ceremony, the president will be coming to Europe back. You'll be coming back to FIFA, Europe. A budget. Let me tell the Liberian people, they can fact check me, they can do anything. A budget. He's a chairman racism. A budget will be over $100 million. 100 million with an M. He will get an office in Geneva with extra security. Let me tell you that. He coming back to Europe soon.
Thank you for that, Pastor Success. AB Dennis, what are we seeing here, especially with the issue of this government being so focused on developing themselves, caring about themselves. You saw with the central bank, the governors, these people are taking even money for their own house that they live in. Thank God we have, a former minister here on the land. We'll be able to ask him whether during their time they were giving them money for their care
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
all the, so including the fuel they were using, so that you can tell, because in the Unity Party
Yeah.
government, even down to their own house, that room they're living in, the government paying them, taking benefit from it, including a generator and what have you. Let's hear from you, Pastor Success AB Dennis. This government is fixed so much on, when the CDC do it, they say we will do. We're talking about headquarters. Why not concentrating on the Liberian people business, on the Liberian people life, but rather their own headquarters? Let's hear from you, sir.
Prince, these people diabolical. They are actually diabolical. These people, like I will use the voice of my standard bearer, they are charlatan and multi-bands. These guys are cruel. These guys are heartless. They are veterans in lies and resources looting. That's who they are. Okay? Look, Prince, come to think about it. This is the only government in our region. Oh, when President Weahian was after that, or Liberian airline and make a symbolic cake and what I did, they flew here with, hey, our cake airplane coming, our cake airplane coming. But here is a government that took over our nation. They flew here with 282 yellow machines were coming. And when the Liberian people blew their alarm, where the money coming from, how, the procurement process is going, the first thing they told the Liberian people is that President Weahian's friend blessing with a yellow machine. That's what I said. His friend blessing with a yellow machine. Later, they come to the mission we're going to call it is some $1 million. Therefore, it is some $1 million. They had a committee headed by the quote-unquote vice president to look into the yellow machine. They came to 15 million. From 15 million now, it's at the momentary standstill. We don't know the whereabouts of the yellow machine. We saw the vice president, he went to China with a yellow suit standing on the yellow machine. Sending nothing. That is to prove to you, the Liberian people, that these people can last. These people came here with Necotech scholarship and do Liberian students. That is to prove to you these people can lie. These people came here in the office of the first lady were not or form of scheme or scholarship it became a 419 scam. That is to tell you these people can lie. These people, they just 2 days ago, they went and brought in something of all other reports that have been done before. Mama say took over, she did it. When President Weahian took over, he did it. The Labrador debt only to know how many Labrador owe or who owe Labrador and all the Yamanyama thing they did. They went away from 1980 according to them to 2004. But the only thing they saw in our report was Sinabono's name. That is to tell these people can lie. In the country, where something is going on, Richard Lester killing, only brutality, frequent or disrespect for the rule of law. But the president flies into private jet, use our money, went to Togo, to more other African nation, he warning them, advising them, they should focus on national security, reconciliation, and unity. Are you serious? That is to tell these people can't lie. These people are liars. They are blatant and diabolical liars. No truth in their mouth, Prince, to prove to you that these people can lie. What is it that the Liberian people can point to that? Yes, same President Weahian became president, he has not done this. That he condemned. said, you see, or future were living fragile life. You were living luxurious life. What is your people living today? When you are in this country, when we go to work, there's so much or days in the week. When we combine our 2 weeks or our 1 week salary, it comes to 1 month. So now we are in 2,800. So now in or 3,000. So now in 2,500. But here is a man outside of his salary, other benefit. He said, and a generator that big to provide is even 3,000 when the living being cannot afford even $100 in a month time. That is to tell these people they can lie. They have nothing to offer that country, friends. Last thing I want to say is that thank God, I said it on my page. Thank God, President, we have passed through the mansion before Baka got there. If that has not happened, brother, the famine that came in Israel, that caused the Israelites that they were in search of food. I told Joseph to Egypt, and he stayed there. He became prime minister. Hey, brother, I want to go look for him. That family was going to take place in Liberia. But nothing they had to do, no contact. Nothing they got to deliver. When they say they surviving on the president, we have fingerprints now on everything they do. If White Guy succeed bringing a 2-year machine, that would be the only signature project of this government. Outside that, overpower President Weahian. See on no permanent stay on the Security Council, President Weahian. All the role you constructing, President Weahian's signature is on them. When you want to come here and talk like Brentford's Tabata in our ear, bring the gibberish to us. We used to do your chicaneries. But I want to say that I want to end on the print. We have said it and we'll continue to sing this song. There is sink in the ears of the United Participants. Going forward, will not allow their lives to go the way it used to go, and they will not allow for them to think that we are not Liberians. When we talk, then they leak forces on all to silence us. Going forward is fire for fire. You test one, we test 4 for your side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've been joined here by our sister. Alita, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Good afternoon to everybody on this platform. Good afternoon to Brother Zibayu, one of Liberia, Braden Scatter, and one of the highest scholarship giver from the Grand Gila County. And it's always a pleasure to have young, brilliant, intellects on here. So good to see you, Rana. And to my senior brother and comrade, Ross Saucer, it's a pleasure having you again on here. The fire burning, the adherents of the party, people that hold the party to the court for since its existence. So it's always a pleasure. I say, give a man his or her flower when he is alive instead of waiting. You go stand over that grave. And to my comrade, teacher, you always on here paying, homage, discussing the issues. And to the platform owner, Prince Sherry, as always. History will remember you coming for your level of work you have done, not just for our party, but for our country at large. And to our listening audience, it's always a pleasure being on here. Thank you guys for having me again once again this afternoon.
Thank you so much, my sister. Let's start from you. I want you to drive us through your own take on the entire event that you saw happening in Liberia. And let's be quick to say this was not only happening in Liberia, even in the diaspora. You go on the pages of Cdcians, they were able to organize it. Some people have their own groundbreaking ceremony right in their own houses, on their porch, etc. We saw the entire social media took the it was all over. The effect was all over. Let's hear from you from the ceremony, and we come down to let's go ahead. Let's hear from you, Mama. What do you make of it?
Yeah, Prince, on Saturday, I was just experiencing tears of joy,
Oh.
to see my comrades,
Ah.
allies, leaders, the zeal, the reawakening spirit, the 2017 spirit I saw this go Saturday. It took my mind to 2005 when we just became a political party, when Liberians were eager to experience this new leadership that came
Mm.
in. To see that reliving itself after close to 20 years later, I'm so proud. And one of the moments I really took away was to see a disabled comrade of mine going to the stage to present his own contribution regardless of the situation, the hardship in the country at this moment. Prince, it was more than anything I could ask for. You know, it was more than anything I could ask for. Come, you could see come in coconut trees. There is only in the CDC. You can see such memorable events like this. At the end of the day, we are sitting hit to the other side. The people won't come outside to compare nobody. So I cried, they go weekend, they said, Tambe, it finished. It finished. Let's just leave it, but they say, you're shameless. But Prince, thank you to the Cdcians. Thank you to the partisans of the People Revolution. Thank you to our leader, George Mane Weah, for the level of leadership he has shown us for the past 20 years. He has held us down and we have held him down. That is what I said. Love and loyalty is the definition of CDC.
Love and
We
loyalty.
are the party of love and loyalty, togetherness. No matter how they have tried to break us, they are running with new propaganda, but I won't get here to it. But no matter how they have tried to break us as an institution, they have failed. The Liberian people are resolved to re-elect their leader in 2029, and we are prepared to fight. Like my senior comrade Sosa was saying, this time around, Prince, when we were in leadership for the past 6 years, we thought our people were listening with their eyes. But meanwhile, the Liberian people are listening to the lies and the deception with their ears. Now we all will go into the ears and will use the eyes as well. Because the development George Manawia was doing, we felt they were seeing it. But the propaganda and the lies and deception that was being spilled was some of our issues. But nowadays, we will not let that slide. And having comments like you guys here, I know that that goal will be achieved. But Prince, Saturday was historical. Saturday was the rebirth of the People Revolutionary Party. Saturday was a break of new dawn. Saturday was a day that would send a clear message to Joseph Imam Baka. He only have 3 more years, and the UP will retire. We will be re-elected to take state power and move the country forward. And thank you.
Thank you so much. You make a very brilliant point. But let's hear before we go to Honorable Dogayu and on this issue of the report. Let's hear from you. The Unity Party have decided that they will not focus on job creation, that they will not focus on ensuring that the rule of law is respected, protecting our children, but rather they will use our money to build a headquarter for themselves. What do you make of it?
Prince, as you are aware, there was a report that was released in September, but it came to surface today. You can see how damaging that report is. It talk about the rampant high level corruption and bribery that is going on in the leadership. So you see, these people always claim they are more educated than CDC, but they always live on CDC blueprint. They always live on CDC first step. Whenever CDC put their foot, the next thing they want to do is follow CDC first. We are their role model. To have a party that been existing for 40 plus years, depending on a party that came existing 20 years ago, to get a party headquarters now, it's corruption. To use the Liberian people money that is meant to create jobs and opportunity, improve the healthcare and education system, to use it to build party headquarters, a CDC footprint. But the matter of fact that we will remain the peaceful and more you call out corrupt, but we're in leadership for 6 years within illegally take somebody property. You're keen to power, you illegally remove us from there, even though we're willing to pay our rent. You can remove us from there illegally. But you're called with the corrupt. Make it make sense. Now you want to take the food for in the Liberian people mouth that is not already there to go and pay headquarters because why CDC is doing it. They should give CDC the credit that CDC deserve. We are giving them ideas every day. We are leading the way for them. For 40 years old political party, plus years old political party, yet still following our footsteps, still living on George. We are footprint in their 3 years leadership. We are their role model and will continue to be, regardless of what they say. But when we say state power, we will make sure we do the needful that such things that have been done in this government does not go and does not slide. People will be punished. People will be held accountable if you use governmental money right now. You will be punished. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you so much. Honorable Dogwayu, let's hear from you. This issue of the report, just going through the report is terrible. All of the reports that have come up, sorry, as it relates to this government, has been very damaging since this government took over. All of the report before this report that came out has been, there is no report that has ever come up from you talking about the how you call it, the MCC report. I mean, all of the report, national report, international report, then the most recent one, this one that have come up. Honorable Dogwayu, let's hear from you. What do you make of
Yeah,
this
Prince.
US 2025 State Department Investment Climate Report?
Yeah, Prince, just give.
Okay, so I think he's trying to locate the better
Yeah,
condition. But yeah, but go ahead, Alita. You want to come in while he
yeah.
gets ready?
So while he's preparing, I just want the Liberian people to understand that if you see those reports that has been placed online, go through it thoroughly and see how retrogressing our country is. Not progressing, we are going backward as a nation. These
Hmm.
people are thugs. The one they call thugs, they are legit criminals. And to see that the country is being run like it's a head of cartel, people are running ahead of cartel right now because corruption to get investor into the country, unless government officials are being bribed. Now Lisa said, now Prince said, now CDC said, it's concrete report. Then you sit there and say, Joe, we are not coming back 2029. You must be daydreaming. Joe, we is coming back 2029. And that is what you don't want to hear. The Liberian people are resolved to it, will be out there to make sure that come to pass. We will not be intimidated. Don't think you will sit on your platform and spare falsehood of our leader and will sit and be quiet about it. And to some of you guys who, in the name of CDC, you're giving relevance today, you sit on your platform and denigrate our leader, time will come. TWT time will tell. There will be time you will be held reliable for your atrocity today. Because this man, all he have done is to respect the rule of our country, respect the constitution, respect the people of Liberia. But local government who came to rescue. Look at what they call rescue. You see, sometimes Prince rescue can be good, rescue can be bad. The other rescue, the bad rescue. They can rescue by stealing and enriching Kotuma Boaka and Jojo Tantan because they prepare for all their one's food place. This is it's disgraceful. It's denigrating. The country don't even invest in your own country. You have to bribe government official, and they are ashamed. They are ashamed. They were setting discussing CDC when you got more tangible issues to discuss. Rescue the Liberian policy. I challenge you. You have removed harmonization. We challenge Boaga government after 3 years you campaign on harmonization was wrong, but after 3 years later you are still sitting on the footprint of harmonization. We challenge you to remove harmonization. Today, you are ashamed and embarrassed to get Joria credit. They all have breach you posting today on Facebook. that you sign a contract. You see me who say now knew nothing that the man sign a contract, you embarrassed to gain credit because what? You're not capable of achieving nothing. Your boss or education that I don't even have. Every day will die. But you're living on your legacy. I can go on and on to discuss these people. But at the end of the day, they are disgrace. And this is a calamity that being bestowed onto our people. It leaves us now to know that the work in 2029 will have to work triple. Instead of working twice, we have to work triple because the damage that being done is already done. We have to recover our last comes 2029, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Lita. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, my brother Jake. I don't know whether you observe or you saw the report.
Prince, I saw here.
Yes, sir.
Prince, I will be honest here. I won't dive into this because they will never respect any report that will come in, like that will come to them. They're in denial. They believe they're in denial. Prince, let me give you one name that's circulating in Morovia. Let me tell the Unity Party. When I say the black ball, I know Prince, they get one name they call Easy. It's circulating the corridor of the Unity Party. You know where Mr. Easy in the Western War in Europe? A Bishop Peter tinted in this Europe here. In lot of newspaper, he in those all kind of shady money laundering, all kind of deed. That the kind of business that's he one of the big I know so-called investor in Liberia. He called it Lalo shot in that country. So for me, Prince, that report not surprised because I told you people here on the platform, I broke it here down years back. I said the Unity Party have been blacklisted, have been blackballed. You've been asking me a lot of questions. So for me, there's not a stream. But they'll get more damaging report that will come. Serious one will come from the European, serious one will come from the European Union. They will discuss the unity, they will discuss the Unity Party, they will discuss it in the European Parliament. You will see that report coming. When I say they've been blackballed, you're seeing it now. Damaging report. They're in denial. They are in serious denial. They believe they will never. We think we're pretty people, they know them. They know them. They were in the corridor of Europe and up out of the world spraying our lives, this and that. They know the United Parties of corrupt government. Please, let me tell you something. You're feeling forgetting it. Oh no, let me remind Liberians to follow us here. Who had the greatest help from the European Union, from America? It was the first Ellen Johnson Sirleaf term. Billions of dollars. The European partner, the global partner, when they came to power, they gave them billions of dollars. They want let me awaken there again. In the Scandinavian, they have a serious corruption scandal from the Scandinavian. Please, they can still remember the Scandinavian people were in collaboration with the Liberian government to bring electricity, total electricity to Liberia. You can still remember over $300 million. What happened to that? What happened to that project today? Lot of damaging. We all see more report. Nothing. Alone the Unity Party as a hymn of power in our country. Nobody will do business with them. Nobody will do business with them. So imagine Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came up to tell the Unity Party rescue team. They are corrupt government. Let me tell Liberian people, she's still a shot caller. She's still a shot caller. Let them respect the Unity Party gave to that woman and her surrogate. And then they've been black boy in the Western world. Please, you will see nobody doing 2 years into the please, simple logic. The people that say they know everything, they smart. They get a corridor of Washington, D.C. They get a corridor of Congress, all these places. They're down here whining with top Wall Street people. Why nothing coming for them? I told you the Unity Party has been blackballed. I just stopped them.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from Honorable Dugayu. Honorable Dugayu, this issue of the report.
It seems like we're talking about myself. I thought I was even on. I left. I didn't know. So
Oh,
As I was
wow.
saying,
Okay.
as I was saying, this report keep coming up, whether it was from the US State Department, whether it was from the Perception Index, whether it was from Center, whether it was the US State Department report. Just few weeks now, in less than 1 month, we see damage report coming out. A few days ago, they talk about the trafficking, the 2025 human trafficking report, where they talk about Labrona meeting the minimum standard for the elimination of human trafficking, and government is very weak and has not demonstrated effort as compared to previous government in dealing with human trafficking. Those were the exact words from the US State Department 2025 human trafficking report. And then, of course, they also talk about, the IMF report again talk about economic decline. They talk about economic decline going down to 4.6%, and coming downward, and then the trend increasing. So the projection, they didn't look hefty. The U.S. Department get that report, and even the CPR, the Corruption Perception Index, 2025 Corruption Perception Index, it ring Liberia at 27 of 100 countries, and Liberia sitting as 135 out of 180 countries in the world, and dropping 7 places. They talk about corruption index again. 83% Center report say Liberia corruption perception remain very high, and police health worker were deemed as the most corrupt. Today again, even the human rights report, they talk about torture, corrupt behavior, inhuman treatment, and degrading treatment and punishment of and other abuses, rape cases again, arbitrary arrest and detention. Those were the latest report to today. Today now we're talking about the 2025 State Department investment climate report. So what I was saying about investment climate in a layman word is the condition of a country in terms of its flexibility towards a particular group of people that have come to invest or make business. For example, the conditions created when you have gone to FPRC if you want to import gas, or you want to bring in cars to NPA, how you deal with the APM terminal, how the guys there handle your goods and services. These are investment climate, the way people come and investment in the energy environment sector. What happens to the business registry? What happens to foreign affairs if you are going to do article incorporation? The US State Department is saying that Liberia business climate is characterized with violence, and the assessment saw a lot of conflict, and the report identify key issues like exclusion. People are being excluded in terms of businesses. If you support the CDC, or of course, if you come from some other country that got relationship with past government, they exclude you from the business environment. They create They create unnecessary bottleneck for you to access key documents to make business. The idea of elitism, the report talk about that. Not me. Go on the report. Part 4 of the report, it talks about elitism. Elitism is the idea where only people of the elite class, some people like alpha grade, people like other people, other people who are associated with the CDC, who are from the lower class, who parents are from Clariton, they've never been given jobs. You have to be related to Mandela Cooper and the elite, or from the Kissy Trap, people from who went to CWA, people who have connection. These are the people giving space to do real business, to bring in rest and do some other importation of basic commodity. Corruption, the report used the word corruption, not me. They said Liberia remains who they corrupt. Those people who are supposed to give you access to business, they have to take kickbacks from you. And Jake, if you do not give them kickback, they will undo your documents. You will not have access to loan. They involve in some of these banks. The central bank is involved in using the central bank, to increase people's portfolio, giving them fake stocks and bonds that they do not deserve. So these things are happening according to the U.S. State Department. Then capacity deficit. People who are not qualified and competent are placed in certain role. It's impeding the government development. It's injuring our business climate. It's having repercussion and corresponding downward effect on the growth of the state. These are things that the U.S. State Department report talk about. State repression, the state sponsoring attacks on people, peaceful citizens, insulting peaceful citizens, denying them access to business and justice, inadequate access to resources. These are things, not me. Part 4 of the report. If you want me to share this with you, I can share it. You put it up, not me. It is the report. The report talk about violent political competition. For example, when President Weahian was coming into the country, he was denied access to the airport. His political party was intruded, invaded, vandalized, looted. People beating broad day on camera. All of these things have political ramifications. These are the raw ramification in indicative mood. These are available. They say potential drivers and threat to liberal peace and stability surround all of these factors and phenomena just listed above. The government of Liberia is not doing anything to make our country go better. In fact, they name state-owned enterprises as one of those corrupt institutions like the LPRC, like the Freeport. These people do not give taxes to government. They use the money and profit for themselves. They pay themselves. They take fat salary home. For example, there's a guy called Patrick Horner. His generator makes $3,000 while the average Liberian goes to city in absolute destitution, acute hunger, and untold poverty and suffering. So, Mr. Prince Sherry and my dear panelists, Liberia is retrogressing. Liberia is moving fast step backward in the 21st century, while other countries are progressing with digital technology. AI is on its increase. People are building high-speed railroad. People are building high-tech infrastructure to meet 21st century demand. Liberia is here retrogressing. Liberia is going backward very fast. Liberia is doing nothing. You got Mr. Bwaga, who is divisive. You got Mr. Bwaga, who will beat you up if you don't support his political party. You got Mr. Bwaga's police, who's letting rapists to go free. These are the conditions explained by the State Department report, not me, my dear brother, Success. So these are my preliminary reaction towards the report. The report is damaging. The report makes me shame as a Liberian. I do not want to be a Liberian at this moment. I do not want to be. If I had I'm telling you, Jake, I'm Liberian myself until Boga leaves the presidency, I would have done so. Because being a Liberian at this moment is demeaning, is disappointing, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. What can you point out as progress, my dear brother? Nothing. The only progress is the 10 million homes in Lo-Fi County. The only progress is the dismissal of qualified, competent scientists from NFL, all because they disagree with you. The only achievement is the issue about suspending people and not prosecuting them. The only achievement lies deceit and dishonesty. In fact, one of the major achievements was the illegal and induced removal of Speaker Kofa. The lying that the Capitol building is an arson and it was placed on fire. That's what you're getting. Beating up political opponents, putting people in jail here and there. Arrest Kalasco, arrested Kimian, arrested almost everyone, Mirror Brian, everybody that have sacrificed for our country. That is what our country is experiencing. Downward movement, retrogressing, relegating, going backward, and it's happening very, very fast in my German world. Happening very, very fast. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. On this issue of the report, my people, let's hear from Pastor Success, and then we'll make our own rounds on it. What do you make of the report? Let's hear from you, sir.
Once you, it surprise you and the Liberian people when you see monkey fighting over banana. Why? It should not be shocking to you when you see the monkey and the fighting over banana. That monkey normal behavior. What do you expect from these guys? What kind of report do you expect the Western world or the US government or other developing world or developed world rather to give on Liberia? When a group of regular people are in charge, people who use state platform to read verdicts and insult or whatever word you want to use as state leaders. When you saw here, people were arrested on allegation. Just it's a mere allegation. Mere allegation they were arrested. But when it came to theirs, then they find the proof to justify the allegation before they arrest. When you sat there praying, when the people brutalize uniform students, what you expect? What you expect when the people use almost close to $2 million in bribe to remove a sitting constitutional speaker? What do you expect, Prince? When the world is washing, the world is washing. Our government carry on a constitutional act, judicial killing, arbitrary arrest. Remember, see what the same allegation they maneuver through the corridor of the warehouse and the state house to convene the U.S. government to sanction Summit 2 and the rest of the guys. These were the things that the U.S. government put in the sanction of Summit 2 and the rest of the guys. Now they have been quoted more dangerous against them. Look, friends, I just feel for Liberia because when these things happen, the citizens are the victims of this kind of action. Okay, the citizens are the victims. Already, these people do not have contact. They are bringing in nothing. The little one was supposed to survive on is what now they are using to suppress the Liberian people. And that's why this kind of report are coming up. I just glanced through that report. It's terrible. It's terrible. Okay? They talk about, using state power to silence, critical voices, using the power to circumvent, and also, it talks about a lot. How out Liberia is not, investment friendly. You know what I mean for the U.S., or report to come and say your company is not investment friendly. Who want to come to business with you? Who want to come to business with you? And they fly here and running beyond the MCC or phone, and they think they will just get it like that. When this kind of daily report are coming up, I feel for them, I pity them. I pity them, Prince. I pity our country. Like what my country of Dubai just said, I wish some of us had the opportunity, okay, I suspend my citizenship until Baga leaves power. We can't suspend citizenship. We cannot. A banning on us. When we go to president, because of the image of our country, we have to be defending something that we're not supposed to defend. Okay? We're not supposed to defend. We don't know where this country is heading. We talk about now all the NGOs in the world and the investors in the world and businesses will be floating in Liberia and people, getting jobs and things are moving on normally, and Liberian people are enjoying that country. So we talk about now, that's what this country will be, because this was the promise. But what we're getting day after day are dirty and nasty and report on our country. Okay, the human rights report came here, it was dirty. Today we have the investment climate report, is dirty. Every other single report is dirty. Where are we heading? So all we can pray for is God maintain our country, keep our country on the 2029, so we can take it from the hand of these tyrants, these criminals. All right. So it's all we can do. But when it comes to hoping for this country, for the government to do anything better, no. The only good thing they will do, they will steal and enrich themselves and build themselves wealth around the world. We have reported again today, we're getting intelligent that the one the vice president is building in Lima is far bigger than what Baga is building in Lofa. Where we heading? It's up to you, Prince. It's back to you.
Thank you. My people, on this issue of the report, it is not strange, right? Because everything that is included in this report is what we have been saying and the things that we have been flagging. So to see this report is not strange. To me, it's not strange. Because tell me, what is in the report that we did not make mention of, that we did not warn the Liberian people of, that we did not expose on this platform and so many other platforms? Look, we told the Liberian people that bringing Boyka to office will be the worst thing that can ever happen. We told you that this man is a disaster. This man is a corrosive disaster that is willing to explode, that everybody will be affected. Look at today where we're going. Look at the report. There are some key areas of the report that the report highlight that is really damaging. Number one, the report talk about inadequate infrastructure development. Inadequate infrastructure development under this government. We saw under President Weah that every year there used to be a project that will be dedicated by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Come, let's argue. Every year, President Weah was able to initiate a project, and that project was completed. And the next time we go, you hear we're dedicating our project. Just go ahead. You talk about the 14 military hospital. You talk about the Bapolu hospital. You talk about the PhD park. You talk about you. What are you talking about? You talk about schools. You talk about the TVET training, how you call or infrastructure in the counties. So what you want to you talk about road? Every year, President Weah will make sure that we will have a project, not just a project, but a significant project of high value will be dedicated by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. But now look at this particular report. The report is saying that same break out to all my people in the simple Liberian English, they say the paper and not let development at all. He not let development. He had development, you have to say when Satan see holy water, he can run away. He not let development. And that's truth. What are you seeing under this government? Read the report. The report is there. We'll put a report on. Read the report. If I am not even there, and infrastructure development is not there, or the infrastructure development at the boot where you go open, that will show you that the infrastructure at the boot, or that the airport where you go open in Bapolu will last for only 1 week. Or that you talking about, or that the water tower where they say more at least spend more than $300,000 on it. So there is no infrastructure development. There are no infrastructure development under this man. When you have a president who do not believe, who will take pride in living in one small Congo for almost a year, they happy. He get off it, we happy. He about bluffing. Yeah, they papi, yeah, cool papi. They papi, they play papi. People are living in for a year. The man, he just lay small. The man just on. You see that kind of behavior. So no infrastructure development, absolutely no. You can see under this government. The people are using our resources to develop themselves and not the country. Just like you want breaker being a play there in for ya. He said the people are he laugh for. He said, oh that United Nations that how you call ECOWAS ghetto. The people asking, he said, oh that ECOWAS ghetto. They ask you again, they squeeze this one. He said, no, that the government of Liberia get it. They squeeze it again. A man, how you call him, said, Daniel Sano, that rule boy. He said, they think that just like you want broker personal project. Which one? Infrastructure development is completely zero under this particular leadership. You can't see anything. It talks about widespread public sector corruption all over the place. That a place you expect people to come and invest. No wonder why broker going everywhere, he not getting nothing. And we told you your thing was that phone were playing. Hey, you see it now. The people there who supposed to give money to him, the people who supposed to take that money and give it to broker, the people saying broker, oh, you not carry on no development. President, we are there. Every year we used to see development. There are widespread corruption. The people who bring the money, and I mean talking there, on the platform, we are just re-echoing. We just putting in our own English and giving it to you to make it simple. Because some of you don't have the time, you will not read it. So we will read it, then we give it to you. That's what the people say. The people say, brother, you can. They say you can steal. They say you corrupt. And yeah, what Mother Ellen just told you the last time. The people call on Mother Ellen just said, "Oh my God, people are leaving." Just like you want brother can steal more than me. They are leaving. They may hey, baby, he desperate. Oh yeah, the recent statement from Madam Ellen Justice leave. She said it. Oh, people are leave me. You leave me in it. You leave me. Just like you want brother. Imagine the major can. They may not even go nowhere here. The kind of stealing that going on. A 10-time more than my own that happened on my own government when I was serving as president. That Madam Ellen Justice be saying, not me. Oh, before you say, oh, that print talking. Oh, that she the one said it. Madam Ellen Justice leave. So there are widespread corruption. Why would people want to invest in a country where corruption is widespread? And this corruption, what the people talking about? And not just among the people there were not in government. They say the people there were in government that they want the desperate bad way they can steal. The report also talk about weak judiciary system. But judiciary system is weak. But Allah, and when I see what happened, a breaker use the cohorts
to tell people here, right? He collected, how do you call, honorable Fanatic Kofa there, collected Abu Bana Kamara there, and all the other people carried them to police station. They stayed there in the night, they took them, they carried them straight to Saw Beach. Use the same court system that people who are planted in the process to disrespect the rule of law, they carry the people to jail. Look at what happened to Honorable Maxwell Kimaya, the former foreign affairs minister, Mary Bro, and that of the wife of the former interim president, Amos Claudius Sawyer. On the basis of allegation, they collected people, they say the people stole, how you call 7,000 Becca Red. They took them and carried them to the jail. Look at what happened. No, just leave all they want. When the report talk about the weak judiciary system, now Councillor Gloria Mususka, she was not in jail. The time she finished killing Shalom Musu, she was not in jail. The CDC government put in jail. The time United Party can just like Burger can. What did he say? He said to F with anything that happen. You Councillor Gloria Mususka, that you are our own. You United Party person. So we do everything to take you from in the court. And they took off from there. And now she working with no car. She the boat chair. And she the boat chair. Oh, y'all forget? They turn that girl. How you call her? Say that thing that happened between that girl and one other Luca Riches. Jessica Law and Luca Riches. Luca Riches in our own Liberia. Can you imagine in our own Liberia? The man decided that he wants to let the girl throat because he want for the girl to talk, say, "Oh, I'm pregnant for you." At the end of the day, they collect Luca Riches. Guess what happened? Luca Rachel used the system. He paid someone like 10,000. They put 10,000. They got confused. They left Luca Rachel. The man went to airport. He got in America. The man joined himself. 10,000. The man evade justice. $10,000. He get 10,000. The whole court tell us that lawyer they call meeting straight. They say, my people, hey, 10,000 here. That easy. Already a breaker government thing rough. That easy. We not see the money agenda. The 10,000 we can't go. It can't go. Luca Rachel, you will go, but the 10,000 will leave behind. The 10,000 left behind. What become of Jessica? What become of Amanda Nimbo? What become of Amanda Nimbo? What become of how you call Vivian Sando? These people were good. They were murdered in a broad daylight. Look at Vivian's how you call Amanda Nimbo in a broad daylight, right in front of police station. The girl was murdered there in front of police station. They murdered her. Nothing come from other. Police brutality all around the place. Weak justice system. You kill people to court. Look at the last time. The man who is the legal advisor to Joseph Newman Brecker. And he the one stood up and say, your Lee, how you call Opa. The one who call himself prophet. He calls him all around the place. He said, your Lee Opa. And he the one, and a Bushu Bank Keita, who the legal advisor to the president, he the one called the solicitor general and say, look, fire, you know what happened? Lead a man, yeah? As far as we concern, lead a man. What happened? Any man walk out scot-free? Any walk out scot-free? So weak judiciary system. Make governance. They report that they report. It's not coming from me. It's not coming from CDC. It's not coming from local. Like American people read the report. And they see report y'all are using. Y'all say, President, we are not doing nothing. That's why I always tell people. And I will be fair on this platform to say it. Sometimes I think we got to take time with the way we use this report. But yesterday, these were the report that the United Party used. They said, oh, CDC not correct. Oh, CDC not this. They were running around with this report. They were celebrating the report. Oh, and the report came out. Oh, we're wrong with it. Today, now, let's say the report is saying low human development, expensive or unreliable electricity. That the report going on. It's a poor road network that the report going so. Joseph Newman Brecker say in 100 days, the whole place will be paid for. No car will stuck in the mud. That the report here, that the report I think the report saying. The report is saying inconsistency and overlapping of tax administration and policy. The last time Gregor Como jump on the message that he the one now be the how you call it the police director. He turn around. He said that he be the transport minister. He turn around. He said that he be the investor minister. He bringing company in. He was beating the people then from transport ministry. He beat them. He said, you got to accept my company by force. He beat them. He took some of that tea. He bought the other woman. The woman fall on the ground. She was crying. She said, I came from America. I supported the government. Yeah, we were in the trenches. That we didn't want to support the government in the trenches. Like, oh yeah, look at how Gregor Como treating us. We are disappointed. Oh, you think we lying? The reports are we can show it to you. They want to allow better. We can show it to you. You yourself, you can see it. Okay, show it to you. She was there, she was crying. Oh, yes, she was crying. You know, they think we come here and we come from where America to come support the government here. Look at how they treating us just like slave. Gregor Como say, and I want to know, y'all will receive beating. They were there. Gregor Como say, beating that what y'all receive at the transport ministry. You think I'm lying? Let me play the video here some more before we send it. Oh, time I caught up with us. But let me play the video here some more so you can hear it some more. Let me hear the video here. Yeah, yeah. People in the transport ministry. Yeah, yeah, listen.
He came back on judgment. They made him a proper minister. He cannot steal. He cannot kill. He cannot destroy us. But
Are you talking about your ministry?
I'm talking about the minister in the entire property.
Wow.
Wherever Joseph Braga is,
Uh-huh.
let him go.
Uh-huh.
We were in a ring. We were in a sun.
Uh-huh.
For you be.
Uh-huh.
I'm not talking about policy.
Have you not been rescued? They are not coming to rescue.
Let me wait for that. Gregor Como said that he be investor, that he be the commission, that he be the man for investment, that he be the police director, that he be the how you call the transport minister. My people, the report is damaging. And this is not something the project made up, it's the reality. That what they've been doing, that what we've been saying here. We not say they think here, you can be overlooking when we're talking. Because your fee say, oh, we're talking, we not get 1.8 million, we get 3.5 million, we get this point that. Who told you people not listening to us? And you see, look at the report. All the thing they report line that everything the people talking about. Inadequate legal protection for contracts. People get their contract, they carry to Liberia, they don't even get time. If you're not connected to Joseph Numa Boyka, you're not kissing men, forget it. The people in the report they talk about how Joseph Numa Boyka employing so kissy people and so family member of his, leaving other people and tell the whole government, tell the kissy people government. As we speak to you, kissy government that are looking at. Fellow Liberians, we can take the whole day to talk, but time is of essence. So at this time, I would just want to go to our people as we close up. At least we can use 30 seconds to close up, and we start from Pastor Success AB Dennis as we get your parting comment. Pastor Dennis, is over to you, sir.
Thank you, fellow Liberians. Thank you, our listeners. And thank you to all of the panelists on this unique and wonderful platform. I mean, this is it is even a point, or this is our constitutional mandate to provide the needed education for our people, and that's what we are doing. My people, the government get nothing to get. Yeah, I mean, my sibo English that my brother Pring was doing, and I say, government said that he be there. They make claim that English. They put get nothing to get. Yeah, nothing to get to get. And let us be a lesson to all the Liberian people. When you get a woman or you get your husband, before you say, "Oh, I'm leaving you for another woman or for another husband," make sure that other new man you go into or new woman you go into is far better than where you living from. You have to be careful. Don't allow anger and lies to make you to leave your home. Liberia, and that's what we did. Some of you that voted for this criminal regime, you are regretting today. You are regretting today. Like a friend of mine called me a couple of days ago, said, "Man, if I the man you are not even saying you're going to vote for Baka." He said, "Anybody that's going to be on the ballot again, that's where you're going to vote for that person. Because you don't want that job, you are in power." Then he called me and said, "Man, in trouble. The way we expected it, it's easy. Things are very tough. You know, and being friend and brother, we have to chip in there for them." So I'm telling you now, 2020 not coming. The mistake you made, stay corrected. Well, back to you for today. You heard about just to tell you, say the government, the people on the side they call America, they not put us on a bar before again. So until you can see, they don't can see. They tell you the government can see, the government can lie, the government been killing people, the government doing plenty of wrong thing. All right. So if you want to know, go on the internet, you just put in the U.S. climate report on Liberia. You will see it there. So, bye-bye to you. You have a wonderful and a pleasant day. The rest of the panelists, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Thank you, Pastor Success AB. Then let's go to our brother Jake. My brother Jake, let's hear from you as you conclude, sir.
Yeah. Pray, let me say something quick before we close. Thank God you're cutting a lot of things here. Let me tell the followers here. Joy Ware is a darling boy in the world. He unseated Ellen Johnson selling. Let me break it down for the Unity Party. We're stubborn. Let me get a small tip off. When I say you're being blackballed in the war, you're told you were calling a shot around the world doing your opposition time, but you don't have no connection. Let me say it on the platform here now. Surely the West, the world, they prefer George Weah to take Liberia on a different level than anybody else. One of our partners and nobody does discuss. The present Prime Minister, Netanyahu, is a zero great friend of George Weah. So let's lead that part. How can the United Party move forward in our country? Two, serious men. They are carried to the United Emirates. Let me tell the United Party, I was in the circle of these people, the people I used to travel sometimes. And when I tell you, Joy is a darling ball of Liberia that on seat Eddie Johnson Selly, I can cut it off. Europe, I am not even put for Hungary, Orban, Prime Minister, President, all of them. Sanchez from Spain. But the reality, I'm telling you people, the men want and down with these people in the Western world. Just because of propaganda, all these people is spread the gullible society for these lies. But as from going forward, these lies will never exist again. Because you know what will happen? By 2027, 2027, we'll get podcast, but CDC will spread thousands of people individually on social media. In America, individually will come together as a group, but everybody within the CDC can all part of the world, Asia, will open podcasts, individual podcasts, as a coming with debunking them. We're confused Liberia until they will not know who to watch. 2027, 2026 to 2027, the rampage will be, it will start fire for fire. You put any AI on will debunk you. Anything you bring in will debunk you. The Unity Party, if you get that guts, you believe you get that, I don't 4 years. That's a 3 years because campaign time will come. The 1 year will not be involved because everybody finding that position now. Even in 2027 to 2023 run up, believe me, a lot of people from the United Party will switch sides. They don't achieve a lot of money. We don't have enough council. Wednesday will continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's hear from you, sir.
Thanks to you, Liberian people. Thanks for the opportunity to listen to us. We appreciate you supporting us. Thanks to everyone who came out on Saturday. Thanks to your unwavering desire to see Liberia's change. Do not be deterred by this report. There's a hope for a better life setting. A report on exclusion, elitism, corruption, and the impact on investment and everything in our country is not good for you. When you have a weak private sector, it impacts the people. You have the desire and the opportunity to change that. God bless you and God bless our country.
I want to use this time to extend my thanks and appreciation to all of you who continue to remain very supportive to what we do. To the Honorable Moses Akaras Gray, the General himself, I want to say thank you so much, sir, for your presence always and in ensuring that you buttress our effort brother, Kevin Soko. I want to say thank you. Joyce and Williams. I mean, all of you want to say thank you. We appreciate your effort. Without you being supportive of what we do, we will not reach this far. So continue to support us. But want to end on this note, my people. Joseph Numa Boyka is not the option for a better Liberia. Look at what you are seeing today in Liberia. Government ministers have turned into rapists to the extent that the government, Joseph Numa Boyka, will cover them up. 14 years old are now becoming the new victim of government ministers. And the government is doing absolutely nothing to bring these people to book. But to speak to you, look at police violence around the place. A man, Matthew, who was in his room, the man decided that, look, things are not fine with me. I want to be in my room so that at least I can be to myself and recover from whatever that is happening to me. We just want to relax. We don't want to be, like I give an example. Sometimes I cut my phone off. I have no technology. I don't put TV on. I don't put nothing on. I just said I just want to be myself. If a man sitting in his own room wants to be himself, family member went to call police so that police can come and help to find out what is happening. Only for the police to turn out the left dead body with the family. And up to today, not even a single police officer have been questioned. What was there and you use excessive force? A bullet, you put it in human being. 8 bullets, you put it in a human being. Not a single police officer have been questioned for what happened at that particular resident with the late Matthew. Look at what happened in Kinjaw. The Joseph Numa Boyka regime ordered the massacre of our people for what? Only for the people to ability to be met by the B Mountain. They carry army people, they carry police people there, they shoot at people. Look at what recently the students from Tottenham High, they got on the street to ask that teachers should return to the class, and they were beaten by police. My people, all of these things that are happening, it is not happening per mistake. We told you. And what we are seeing today is the repercussion of the mismanagement of your vote. Look, 6 years is not any kind of small option to redeem yourself. And that is the reason why we are encouraging you to always join the redemption hour so that we can talk. Because the more we talk is the more we throw light on these things. And the more we can expose Mr. Boyka and make sure that he is unseated democratically comes 2029. Again, I want to say thanks to all of you. On this note, we want to say thank you. Have yourself God bless day. Until we meet here on Wednesday, please don't forget the DMV convention is going to be this Saturday, all the way here in Colombia, in how you call it, Owens Brown. So Honorable Dobayu for always making sure to do what he do at the back there and the best, pulling the strings and making sure that we get who we're supposed to get here. Thank you so much, sir, and have yourself a God bless day from our end.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. If you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You see a Liberia that will give you hope. You see a Liberia